Okay, so I meant to get this video out like a really long time ago. I apologize, and I really needed to make a tutorial for getting vehicles into Showdown Town with your modded console and how you can do it. I think you can see this right here probably, and I'm switching between these two videos. But this is my desktop here. I'm going to set this kind of down because I need to show you how to do this. So if you're familiar with the Banjo Kazooie's layout of game data, it looks like this. You're going to need the game executable because that is what we are going to be editing in order to trick one of the game's functions into getting us the change vehicle UI screen to pop up. And there's literally only 4 bytes that you need to edit, but before you do that, you have to decompress it or decrypt it with an xextool.exe, and I have a command for that. Don't worry, I'll show you every step to it, and I'm hoping that you can get this working. So the first thing you do, you're going to take your default.xex, we're going to put that into our xextool, and by the way, if you don't have an extracted layout of the game like this, it's perfectly fine. I mean, you can go online or to whatever Pirate Bay's, whatever, like just and get like an ISO and then extract it if you don't have like the DVD. But I'm pretty sure you would have the DVD if you loved the game ever since, and you've probably seen their vehicles around town for Rare Witch Project, which they never really explained how to do it. However, I was talking to Ice Mario. He showed me how and everything, and I want to give him full credit for that. He totally rightfully deserves every bit of credit for this, and he's the one who discovered it back in 2009. Okay, so the first step to this, we're going to need to decompress this executable here for our default.xex. What we're going to do is we're going to hold Shift right click in the area where we have our xex tool and default.xex. We're going to open a command window here. I don't think it needs to be administrative command prompt. I don't see why it would need to be. Maybe it will for doing like a file stream, but anyway, the command we're going to use is this one here. So be sure that your CD directory is within the folder of where your default xex is, and go ahead and hit enter on this command. And I got successfully altered the xex to default.xex. It says it's retail, unencrypted, and uncompressed. That's exactly what we want to see. If you don't see this and you have some error, try going over that again and being sure that you're holding the shift, you're right clicking. And if it still doesn't work, try using CMD within the PowerShell or administrative access, and that might get it working. And so once we have our default.xex that we altered, we can go ahead and put that into, I'm going to actually put it here. So this is the folder here, and so what we're going to need to do is pop this into hex editor. This is a binary hex editor for files, and if you don't have this, you're going to need some kind of hex editor to get down, because we're going to need to jump to an offset here that we're going to edit the 4 bytes for. And so I have a specific one here that always worked for me. I'm going to take these bytes, I'm going to hit Control G, and I'm going to go to this offset here, and it'll take us kind of far down to this 3D 660 82 FB. I don't know why it works. I don't know the whole set to this, but Ice was the one that figured it out and was able to get it decompressed. So I'm going to hit, he reversed engineered it or something, I don't know. But we're going to hit forward. If that is not the offset for you and you didn't find those same hex values, I'm going to have this thing here where you're going to need to find these 16 bytes here and just hit search, and you should only have this row occurring and so on. So there shouldn't be anything further than there. And this right here, this is what you're going to want to replace with these 4 bytes right here. In fact, you're going to copy this row of hex and you're going to place it right into here. Boom. So there's only 4 bytes that got edited right here. Now hit save, and congratulations, you just literally edited the game so that you can get vehicles in the town through clicking the return to title screen button. So go ahead and hit save, and you should see that our default.xex right here should be still where it is. We're going to have our USB, so we can go ahead and just put in our default.xex. And I'm going to name this like, I don't know, _mod123. I already have like a lot of xexes for Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts. And so I gotta kind of come under my computer here. I'm gonna take my USB back, and okay, that looks crazy. And there's my Xbox there. Let's see if I can pop it up, which I can, and I will plug my USB in, and we'll go ahead and run it into Banjo Kazooie. I'm actually really hoping that I didn't mess anything up during this process, but let's go to Games, Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. There's all my XeX files that I was talking about. Not the Xephtech one. Where is it? There it is, default mod 123. We're gonna copy it over to our game files here, game data, and it should be in here, and we'll just run the default mod 123. And of course, you should not have changed the file size when you're editing it, so you should get it working. You won't see this boot screen, by the way. You won't see that one come into that Jiggy Ven. That's just a video that I referenced. And so now if we just keep hitting A, we should be able to get into the game. Like I said, I don't know why this works. I haven't done a whole lot of reverse engineering on this game specifically or any other thing. I don't do reverse engineering. I don't use IDA. You're not supposed to actually get this vehicle. I don't know why I still have this edited with robot Banjo sitting there in the car. I might get a tutorial for that too, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah, I've returned the title screen. Press A on that, and there you go. You got the load blueprint screen. You can select any vehicle you want. Just be sure it doesn't have the freeze easy. For some reason, that causes it to not work. I don't really know why. And see, is this yeah, my video capture device. Let's see if I can turn that up just a bit. I don't want it to come over my audio. But yeah, this is just some random vehicle that I'm flying around right now, and this is the one that we edited. It was literally only 32 bits or 4 bytes that we had to change to get this function for the load vehicle and this return a title screen button. And so, like I said, I'm not familiar with that. I don't know why that works, and there's a lot of bugs with it too. Like I can actually control the menu behind it, why ever that works. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So you can get this in. You might have seen in my other video, I actually had the button right here say change vehicle. That's a whole nother thing that I did, and there's like a string ID that you have to change, and it'll like reference the text and the icon. It'll get it in there. But you really don't need that. It's not really that important. But anyway, I had a lot of fun messing around with this, and if you got your mod console and want to try this out yourself, totally feel free to. I hope I made myself clear on the tutorial for editing those bytes and decompressing the XeX file and getting those in there. I don't know why I can't put these jiggies in here. Okay, whatever, they just went in for some reason. But yeah, this is I've done a lot more mods in this game. Like I outdid myself with this game for quite a while. I have a lot of videos on them. If you want to go check out the mods that I've done for them previously, go ahead and do so. And hopefully I can hopefully I helped you out. And if you got it working, let me know. If you're searching for a modded console currently and are trying to get one to do these kind of mods, I might be able to help you out. It's been a while since I really looked into getting one, because I've had one for over like 3 years or 4 years. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Have a lot of fun with it if you got it working. I can't put the direct download link for the vehicles around town that I just edited that I put in there. That would be considered like a copyright kind of thing, and YouTube might take down the video. So that's kind of a whole another side story thing. But yeah, I guess I can just kind of fool around a little bit. Yeah, this is like that one big vehicle they had. Let's see, what's a video or a vehicle that I might have? This would be kind of cool to fool around with. Fast. I think I actually have colorful golf carts. This is a cool one. Also, the vehicles are like completely fixed. I don't know why you can't break them. That was probably obvious if you went around with the trolley and couldn't break the trolley. Yeah, whatever this is doing this for, I don't know why. Yeah, let's see what other vehicles we can get. I know I've got like one over here. crop duster, that's a really big one. Diamond cutter, that was really laggy. Blower, eel centipede, what's this? Oh, I think it's just like this weird vehicle. It has like electricity, lots of electricity. I think that's why I called it the eel centipede. And it's got 8 engines on it. It runs pretty quickly. I think this is yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me back up here. Alright, well, I mean, I guess that's kind of enough fooling around for one day. But yeah, hopefully this helped you out. I hope you can get it working. If you can't, post a comment. I will help you with this. I did have a time where I really tried to get this working myself. I really couldn't. I waited a couple years and just decided to ask Ice himself, and he helped me out. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I can release another tutorial later on.